Hey ladies and genitals, it's your girl Vivi who came back with a new topic. Today we're going to discuss one of the most controversial group of the fourth generation, GIDLE, or should I say IDLE. As we know, they changed their group name from GIDLE to just IDLE. Was this change necessary? Honestly, I'm not entirely sure. But according to Soojin, the group's leader, the reason was all about starting from scratch. They decided to remove the G and even the brackets, which were previously used for differentiating or emphasizing parts of their name. With this rebrand, GIDLE is basically redefining who they are, showing that they can't be boxed in by labels like woman, gender, or anything else limiting. Actually, this rebranding started way back in the tomboy era in 2022.
푸른명 가로 여자 아이들.
이거 바꾸자요.
아이들.
솔직히 이번에 빼야 돼.
일단 빼자 그러면.
이거 깔고 싶어요. 아이들하고 불러주세요.
In the Revenge MV from 2024, they began hinting at the truth about that G letter. Then in 2025, they officially removed the G from their name during their group anniversary. Of course, we've got to talk about the lineup change. They released a new album without Soojin's parts. This move seemed to emphasize that IDLE is now a 5-member group. Most of Soojin's original parts in the album We Are I-dle were replaced by Shuhua. To be completely honest, it doesn't sound the same good as the original version because Soyeon wrote the lyrics and parts that fit each member individually. Shuhwa has more soft and tender voice than Soojin's sultry, deeper voice. And the new version feels dull and empty, like something's missing. It's not just me, others noticed it too. Let's get back to fan theories about GIDLE's rebranding. Some Neverlands believe that removing the G wasn't just about gender identity, but also about moving past the trauma of losing a member. The G might have represented a generation or group formation that included Soojin, and removing it symbolically closes that chapter. Others have noticed that many of IDLE's recent concepts seem to address betrayal, revenge, and rebirth, possibly reflecting their feelings about the situation with Soojin's departure and bullying allegations that many fans still question. The 4G trailer and funeral imagery might represent not just the death of the G and GIDLE, but the final release of the pain from that period. And I know many of us were hoping that when the girls stood around the coffin, they would open it and Soojin would suddenly jump out, or at least be lying there at the end of the trailer. But I think it's time for all of us to let go of Soojin. The girls are making it clear through their rebranding. Soojin definitely wouldn't come back to Kpop after her own company basically kicked her out from the group. She's doing great as a solo artist now, and the best thing we can do is keep supporting her. It doesn't mean that IDLE members hate or disrespect her. It's just a sign that it's time to move on and stop holding on to the past. Now let's discuss their latest pre-release song, Girlfriend. It looks like IDLE's marketing team loves to promote their albums with a touch of controversy and feminist themes, just like they did with their 2024 pre-release single Wife. How ironic, right? This time, Girlfriend focuses on the importance of female friendship and leaving toxic relationships. The main message is powerful. Sometimes a girlfriend is much better than a boyfriend. I think it's an incredibly important message for all the girls stuck in unhealthy relationships, and I absolutely agree with that sentiment. But let's try to analyze the lyrics more deeply. Critique of toxic masculinity. The lyrics contain pointed criticisms of specific male archetypes: cranky boy, mama's boy with just a good shape, men who are sexually inadequate, those who attempt to return after mistreatment. These critiques reflect broader social frustrations with toxic masculinity, emotional immaturity, and the double standards often present in heterosexual relationships. What makes this critique particularly potent is how it connects individual behaviors to systemic issues. The song isn't just saying this particular man was bad, but rather identifying recurring patterns that many women experience across different relationships. Traditional relationship hierarchies place romantic relationships, particularly heterosexual ones leading to marriage, at the top, with platonic friendships relegated to secondary importance. Girlfriend directly inverts this hierarchy with its central thesis that your girlfriend is better than a boyfriend. This is revolutionary in several ways. The lyrics "will never be over, let's be together forever" attribute permanence to female friendships that society typically reserves for romantic partnerships. This challenges the notion that romantic relationships are inherently more stable or significant. Because We Are I-dle emphasizes group identity rather than coupled identity. This challenges the social expectation that women should primarily define themselves through their romantic relationships. "I Don't Give a F About Love" serves as a powerful rejection of compulsory romance, the societal expectation that everyone must seek and prioritize romantic love. This declarative statement challenges traditional narratives, often position romantic love as the solution to women's problems. Girlfriend counters this by presenting friendship as the saving grace after romantic disappointment in relationships with men. Traditional narratives suggest women are incomplete without romantic partners. Girlfriend presents women as already whole, with friendships enhancing rather than completing their lives. The song's power lies in making these critiques accessible to a wide audience, particularly young women who might be experiencing these relationship dynamics for the first time. By packaging this message in an energetic pop song, I-dle creates an anthem that normalizes questioning relationship norms and recognizing toxic patterns, potentially empowering listeners to demand better from their relationships or find fulfillment outside the traditional romantic framework. Okay, let's talk about the sound. I know you will cancel me, but I'm gonna be honest, I didn't like the sound of the song. It felt too repetitive and just didn't sound catchy to me. Specifically, I don't like such genre of music. Girlfriend's lyrics and message might be great, but that doesn't automatically mean the song sounds like a masterpiece. I mean, I still like to listen to Senorita. It's still a banger. The audience reaction to Girlfriend has been quite mixed. I've seen mostly positive comments, with many people finding the song relatable. However, some people find it cringy or argue that it represents forced or fake feminism. Soyeon's lyrics have been getting bolder with each release over the past few years. But come on, this can't be fake feminism. In Korea, gender inequality is a deeply rooted systemic issue that goes way beyond just music or pop culture. The gender pay gap in South Korea is one of the worst among developed countries. On average, women earn only about 31% of what men earn, and that's not just a statistic, that's people's lives and futures we're talking about. In 2025, women are still fighting for basic workplace equality, facing discrimination in hiring, promotions, and career advancement. But it doesn't stop at the workplace. We haven't even mentioned the abuse, sexual harassment, and other issues women face in South Korea. Traditional Confucian values still heavily influence Korean society, often putting immense pressure on women to conform to specific roles, be perfect daughters, wives, and mothers, while sacrificing personal ambitions. This cultural backdrop makes feminist statements in music like I-dle's Girlfriend not just a song, but a powerful statement for Korean society to finally get their attention to this problem. So when some people call this fake feminism, they're missing the point entirely. In a society where women are still fighting for basic respect and equal opportunities, every voice matters. At the end of the day, whether you love or hate the new direction I-dle is taking, but one thing's clear, they're not afraid to grow and change. Since their debut, they've always pushed boundaries and tried new things. This rebrand might be their biggest change yet. For those of us who've been here since La Tata, it's been a wild ride, hasn't it? We've seen the ups and downs, the drama and the wins, the lineup changes and the rebrands. But one thing has stayed the same. These girls always make us feel something. Even when I don't like every song, I truly respect their creativity and boldness. Soyeon is truly a genius. Share your thoughts in the comments. How do you feel about this rebrand? Do you like I-dle's Reborn, or you are an old Neverland like me who missed 2018 vibes? Anyways, don't forget to like and subscribe to my precious channel, and bye girly!